everybody, it's Kitryn Marie with KM Designs and Photography. I'm going to do a quick little do-it-yourself project. Today we've gone to the birds. I can't have a bird in my house because I have cats, but I do like to take care of the birds that are outside. When my sister and I were little, we would go over to my Grandma Barton's house. She had a cute little bungalow house with a very large yard, and in the center of her yard were beautiful rose bushes and a bird bath and bird houses. And her and my Uncle Ronnie and my dad, they would feed the birds. Well, here in Afton, I like to take care of the birds here in the neighborhood, and nothing is too fancy for those outside animals. Just because I can't bring them in doesn't mean that I can't take care of them outside. One of my favorite little things that I've been doing is I've been going to the little vintage shops and the resale shops. And do you remember all those pieces of glass that your grandmother had or your mom and dad had, and they're just sitting in a china cabinet because you don't know what to do with it? Well, I have taken and I am making little bird baths with them. You just take epoxy, fancy little dishes, old glass vases, any kind of top that you want, and you want to glue them together. I thought I would show you a little bit how it is done. I've already taken a large vase with a rosebud vase. Now what you do is when you go to epoxy this, you have to make sure that it's clean and it's dry, and then it needs to sit for 24 hours to dry, and then another 48 hours before you can go ahead and put it outside. So you take a base, and you want to make sure that your base is larger than the bottom part of your bird bath. Let me tell you, I have a squirrel who wants to come into my house. He sits at the window and he barks to come in, and it drives my cats and my dog crazy. Well, the little furry baby that he is a little chunker, and he sat on the top of it and he knocked it over. There wasn't enough of a heavier base for the bottom. So there, I know from the first time it didn't work. So you need the heavier, flatter base. You are going to take the epoxy. Make sure your room is very ventilated as you're doing it. And you want to go all the way around the bottom of your vase. And, you know, don't be shy. Use lots. I need to put my glasses back on. I can't see. Hang on. Mold. I get blind. Okay, there we go. You want to use lots of this epoxy. Lots. It's stinky, it's smelly, but it works. Like so. You want to center it onto your plate. And trust me, when you set it down, you want to let it sit. Don't move it around because it's kind of slippery. Make sure it's in the center. Okay, and because the top part of your vase is smaller, you want something that is going to anchor your top piece. So what I've done is I've taken just an old glass. You can use an old candle holder if you want. You're going to take that epoxy again, and you're going to really put it on there. And it's okay if it kind of drips down. You can peel it off, believe it or not, after it's dry. There's a way to do it. Okay, like so. You might want to go ahead and put a little of it on the inside, like that. And you want to plunk that on down. Okay, it may not look like a lot right at this particular moment, and it's one of those things like art. When you're looking at it up close, it looks like nothing, but when you stand back, you're seeing a whole other perspective. That's the thing about art and perspectives. It's going to be different in one angle, and it's going to look like something else from another side. All right, now, here's the fun thing. You can take any type of a large flat plate if you want to get like a relish tray so you have different sections. I thought this was cute. something I picked up for $1 at the Goodwill. It's a yellow flower, it's got some little jelly bean Easter egg kind of things in there, and it says grandma all around it, and I thought my grandkids would get a big kick out of that. So it's the same principle. You're just going to go ahead and take that epoxy and you are going to put it around like that. Make sure it's nice and thick, because if you have a fat squirrel like I do, when you go to put your bird seed in it, the squirrel will come down and he will sit on the edge of it. They don't know to go to the center. They sit on the edge of it. Okay, and you just put it on in the middle like that. And then what I am going to do is let that sit here. I'm in my kitchen. I'm going to let this sit for a good 24 hours. I'm going to let it cure for a good 48 before I put it out into the element. So I don't know if you can see that. And I would attempt to pick it up, but I'm not going to. Like that. Like I said, it's okay if it kind of drips down a little bit. So you've got a beautiful glass bird bath that cost you maybe $6. I think the epoxy probably cost a little bit more, and I use the E6000. It works on everything: glass, mirrors, wood, sometimes concrete, your flower pots, clay. The other project that I like to do, and you can ask my sister because I did some for her for Christmas, how to make your own little bird feeder. Okay, how many toilet paper holders do you go through in your house and you're not real sure what to do with them? If you take that toilet paper holder and you punch some holes in it, just your basic hole puncher, down, around, smear it with peanut butter. You want your birds outside to be eating healthy. You don't want any kind of chemicals. The whole idea is you are taking care of the environment, you and taking care of nature, and you're inviting these beautiful birds into your yard. Birds and angels. It's about the feathers. And so what you want to do after you get your peanut butter all over, take a dinner plate, spread some bird seed, and go ahead and just dunk it in, roll it around like this. Now I've used twine on this, and this will be the second use for this one because the birds had already gotten to it, the squirrel got to it, and that's the thing, they don't eat the paper. They just eat the seeds and the peanut butter on top of it. Before you go to set it out into your tree or off your porch, it does need to dry. Again, a good 48 hours. Take some coconut spray or some Pam spray, and when you're done and you've got it nice and coated, it's like this. There you go. When you have it nice and coated and thick with the seeds that you want, you take your spray of the Pam or your coconut oil and it sets it, and it makes it get hard, but it's not bad for your birds. I'm going to do another one real quick. Just little simple toilet paper holder, and just roll it in. This is a great project if you have your kids, your grandkids, Girl Scout troops, and you're looking for something to do with the environment and nature. I'm all about nature. I'm all about pets. I'm all about my menagerie. As Tyler and I this afternoon are going to do a little rearranging in the house, we are getting a new furry little creature. I will make him a star, I promise you. His name will be Bruce, and he is a boxer. So I am thrilled. This is the first time in my world that we've ever had a boxer, and I know they are a very smart breed. I like to run, so I think Bruce will be good to be my companion, to be my little running partner, my protector, Tyler's protector. Sadie is 13. She's our yellow lab, and she just now is starting to show signs of hip dysplasia. and it makes me really sad. She's been a great dog, great dog. So as I get Bruce this afternoon, I will keep you all posted on how that is going. My yard is huge, so the dog is going to appreciate that. So there you go. There's the little, your little toilet paper holder. Instead of throwing it away and adding to more trash and more recycle, just upcycle it. So I am Kitryn Marie. I have brought you a few little do-it-yourself projects. I have gone to the birds. I can't get a bird, but I can certainly take care of the ones outside. So I hope you enjoy your day. Be blessed, be thankful, thank the high heavens for everything that you have in your life. And I'll see you real soon. Thanks. If you like my videos, please feel free to share them. You can always see what I am doing at kitrynmarie.weebly.com. You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Pinterest, you can find me on LinkedIn, you can find me on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. I am Kitryn Marie. I am an artist, I am a writer, and I am a photographer.